Super Metroid for 39 bucks. It's definitely a great price. We also got Lion King for the same price. And Sailor Moon R, 24 bucks there. It's the beat 'em up game with Sailor Moon. And I got Black Throne right in front of me, 120 bucks. Pretty uncommon actually. And here we got a Super Famicom in good shape, 34 bucks. And then the boxed one is 34 bucks as well. So just buy that one instead then. Okay, some great Super Famicom games here. Phalanx, 39 bucks. Great shooter. Flashback, it's a classic. And Hagane for 59 bucks behind there. Amazing game and hard to get, but even harder to get in the US. And here's one of my favorite Super Famicom games or SNES games, Ninja Warriors, 79 bucks. Not a bad price. And more heavy titles, Demon's Blason or Demon's Crest for 49 bucks. Final Fight 3 or Final Fight Tough, as it's called in Japan, $99 for that. And behind there we got Knights of the Round and Paradius, all good games as well. And Turtles in Time for 29 bucks. Definitely a fair price. You don't even want to know what it's going for in Akihabara in Super Potato. And even more Super Famicom games that they had to put sideways because they have too many good games apparently. And here we got a good one, R-Type 3, 59 bucks. One of the best shooters on the Super Famicom or SNES. Definitely. Here you can try the Retro Freak console actually. And as you can see, it's using HDMI output on a newer flat screen. And it looks pretty good actually. Got Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse there. And take a look at this. We got all the Super Famicom games that they have in the shop. And also some N64 there on the right side. So this is mostly gonna be regular titles. So let's dig in. We got the Super Metroid here. A little yellowed, but 14 bucks for that. And it actually has English text in the game too. Magical Quest 2, 7 bucks. And yeah, a lot of Japanese titles of course. What else? Donkey Kong Country 1 for 4 bucks. Here's an interesting title, Yu Yu Hakusho, a fighting game from Namco, based on an anime and manga. And here we have Mega Man Soccer. Never played this actually, 7 bucks. I do like Mega Man and I do like soccer, so maybe I should give it a go. Not expecting much from it though. Wonder Project, the first one. There was also a Wonder Project released for the N64. So let's go back to the left side here again and look at some boxed games. We got a Mario Kart laying around here, and Kirby, Mario World. But let's see if we can find something more unique and not the titles that everyone has seen a million times. And now I can spot a really good game, Seiken Densetsu 3 or Secret of Mana 2. Never released in the West, so that's pretty cool. Love that box art. And of course another Mario Kart, complete, good condition for 9 bucks. Still great though. Tetris 2 and Hello Pac-Man, which is a platform game with Pac-Man. And Super Mario RPG, complete, 9 bucks. Very common title in Japan, however. Look at this, Super Metroid for 12 bucks. 12 bucks! That's what a pizza costs. Just skip that pizza and play some Super Metroid instead. And here is Turtles in Time, $22. Also a really good price, especially if you compare to the US and European version, which are just way too expensive. Yeah, so that's the Super Famicom games. Some good stuff in there. for sure. And some boxed Super Famicom as well. Super Adventure Island there, 16 bucks complete. Definitely a good price. And a complete Rockman 7 is just hanging out there for 25 bucks. That's pretty awesome actually. Then there's Kirby, Tetris, and some memory cards. And I guess it's time to move over to the cartridges that are under here. Starting with some Super Famicom. Let's see if there's anything under here. Well, the Super Bomberman 5 there for 8 bucks is pretty good at least. Only released in Japan. And what is this? Not sure what that is actually. Never seen that artwork really. And here's a Japanese social game from Jaleco. All in Japanese of course. And let's see if there's something else that looks fun here. Don't recognize many of those actually. A Dragon Quest of course. A Link to the Past is sitting in there. Donkey Kong Country 2. Not sure what that is either, but doesn't look very interesting looking at the cover art. And that's how we used to look at games. If it had cool cover art, then we would be willing to play it, basically. Most of these titles can be found in most of the hard offs and book offs. And then we come to some Super Famicom. First Fatal Fury game, 5 bucks complete. And also Donkey Kong Country 2, or Super Donkey Kong as it's called here, 5 bucks complete. Yeah, it's a perfect price. And here we got Super Mario Kart with some strategy guide or some guidebook with it. That's pretty awesome, all in Japanese though, but still cool. And the same with Donkey Kong Country 1 or Super Donkey Kong. That's awesome. 15 bucks each for that bundle. Laser, it's a really good one. So let's check the Super Famicom games. We got Castlevania 4 here for $18, real good price. Aliens vs Predator, beat 'em up game, but unfortunately not the best. Est Polis, otherwise known as Lufia. And then at the end here we got Ghost Sweeper Mikami, which is a really nice platform game. Here's another really good platformer, Super Ninja-kun. Only released in Japan. I would say that this is definitely a hidden gem. Not enough people talk about it. Sparkster and some Paradius. Paradius is always a good time. One of the wackiest shoot 'em ups that you can find on a SNES. Always a fun time and a lot of weird things going on in that game. Then we got Kunio Tachi no Banka, which is basically a sequel to the River City Ransom or Street Gangs games. Then we have a game that was never released in the US and really expensive in Europe, Fireman. Super unique game, you can see some footage there, how it looks like. And at the end we got King of Dragons, a great co-op game. Alright, going further we got Sailor Moon, Super Pang, Donald Duck, Maui Mallard, but here we got a good one. Milon no Doki Doki or Doremi Fantasy. Super cool platform game released in '96, only in Japan. And just look at that price, 44 bucks. I probably have to get that one. On eBay it usually goes for around 80 bucks, so. Then we got some other cool games here. We got Cotton 100%, a super cool shoot 'em up game. Only released in Japan too, actually. So there's a lot of cool exclusives here that never saw a release in the US or Europe. Let's take it the next row here. We got Double Dragon, Rushing Beat, Live a Live. Alright, let's go further here. We got some Super Famicom games, complete in box. We got some nice titles. Kirby 3 was released very late in the SNES library. Really good game, very beautiful looking graphically. Super Bomberman 5. I prefer number 3 and 4 actually. Mother 2 Earthbound. That one is always there of course, and it's not expensive at all, which is really good because in US the price of that is just going absolutely crazy. Rockman 7 complete, 39 bucks. Anywhere you turn your head, it's just a huge wall of games. And what I like about this store here is that they have a lot of posters and a lot of game related stuff all around. And of course you can probably hear the music in the background too. And over here we got an interesting one. It's Majio, or a King of Demons. One of the most rare games to be released for the Super Famicom. Was released in '95, and there's not a lot of these out there, so they started printing them again, and they got resold from 2016. Super cool game. If you're into Castlevania, you will definitely like this one. And here's a small little corner with 360 games, so I guess we'll just skip that and start digging in here. We got the Dragon Ball Z games up there, of course. They're really famous and you can find them everywhere here. Donkey Kong games, just the same. I feel like I've had Donkey Kong games in every video I made. Let's keep looking here. We got Super Bomberman 4, 980 yen, so basically $9. Good price, absolutely. Let's try to find something unique here. Super Adventure Island 2. Super good game. I'm sure a lot of people missed this one. I know that the first one got some popularity, but this one was never as popular. It's taking the classic Adventure Island gameplay and adding some new elements like RPG with an overview world map, and it's a super fun game. Let's continue looking for some good stuff here. What do we got? Mega Man games, always good. Mega Man X3, well, Rockman, of course. $14 for the cart, definitely a good price, I would say. And here's X2, even cheaper, $9. Let's keep looking here. I want to find some really good games that I can recommend to you guys. This is a game, I don't know what it is. Looks kinda cool, but if it's that cheap, it's probably super shitty. Here we got some good stuff. Everyone knows this already, but look at that price. $14 for Super Metroid. And the condition is absolutely perfect. That is such a good deal for one of the best SNES games ever made. You know it is. And here's another classic series for the console. We're talking about Breath of Fire. $3.80. $3 for Breath of Fire. I'm pretty sure those are going for way more in the US and in Europe. However, if you don't know Japanese, then I wouldn't really recommend playing those games. We got a Super Famicom console for $4. Whoa. And it's looking pretty good actually. Gray and nice. I don't see much yellowing going on there. What a bargain. That's crazy. And the same goes here. I'll try to spot some more unusual games that you don't see in every store you go to. Here we got a good one. The Great Circus Mystery with Mickey Mouse. Great co-op game. Here we got Mario Picross, only released in Japan. I've never played that actually. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so maybe I should try it out. Yeah, let's see here. I thought I saw something more here. Yeah, Darius Twin. Great shoot 'em up game, and you can actually play co-op with a friend, so I'll definitely recommend this one. As you maybe know, there's not a lot of shoot 'em ups on the SNES, so I would still consider this average to good, and it's definitely a good time if you bring along a friend to this. So yeah, check this out if you haven't. Alright, any more Super Famicom goodness here. World Heroes, $7 complete. Not the best fighter, but it's alright. Yoshi Safari, that's actually a really cool game, and we're talking $2 here. Good condition, great gameplay, but keep in mind you can only play this with the Super Scope bazooka. Oh, and of course you do need to have a CRT as well. And it seems like it's mixed stuff in here. Lethal M-Forces, that's pretty cool. Konami's own light gun game. It was released for the Super Famicom and Super Nintendo. And here we got some adapter, and Super Game Boy 2 was only released in Japan and has the correct speed. The first one was actually way too fast, and this one added also the link cable feature. And here we have something very interesting. It's the Sufami Turbo for Super Famicom. An accessory you don't see every day, and I think this is the first time I'm seeing it actually. Bandai made this to make games at a cheaper rate, and also the games could share data between them. It was basically like Aladdin Deck Enhancer, for those of you who know that device. And here we have Konami's own command controller, going for 22 bucks. I've never tried this controller actually, so if you have, please tell me in the comments if it's worth getting. And let's continue further here. We got the Super Famicom Super Mario World console case. Pretty neat. I've seen a lot of different versions of this kind of case. No price tag on this one, but they're usually not that expensive actually. So now we're getting into the Super Famicom and Famicom games. And here's a broken bag with the boxed Super Famicom games. Kinda strange, but at least there's some good games in here. Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension, the best version of all the Dragon Ball Z games for the Super Famicom. So if you want to get one, get that one. No prices on that, so maybe it was just something that came in. So let's keep looking here. Seems like it's all the bad games that is sorted out here in the bin in front of everything. So there's still some Super Famicom games here, so let's check out more of those as well. And here's a good one, Final Fight Guy, 2,100 yen. It's not so bad actually. It's kind of a decent price, since you don't find that game very often. We got Romancing Saga there, 5 bucks. Some random Japanese game. We got Power Athlete, 4 bucks. Never heard of that game even. There are so many Super Famicom games that I've never heard of. But that one I have, Dragon Ball. And here is Return of the Double Dragon, 18 bucks. Not a bad price at all actually. It definitely works, and it's a great game if you haven't played it. A beat 'em up game, a little bit slow but still really good. More good games, Papava-kun there, 6 bucks, really good platforming game. And Pilot Wings of course, classic. Can Be Yours for 8 bucks. And here we got the almighty Super Mario RPG, a game of its own caliber, 6 bucks. You should definitely play that if you want the unique Mario adventure. And over here we can see all the boxed stuff, and yeah, here's the store in general. There's a lot going on here on the shelf. Already sense some game stuff here going on. Super Mario World Showcase. Promoting some Super Famicom here, that's awesome. And also a Famicom here, boxed for 8,800 yen. And here's a yellowed Super Famicom. Yeah, box is in pretty good condition, but a little too yellowed for my taste. Super Famicom is always nice to look at. Pilot Wings complete. And as usual, all of the games are in really good condition. Otherwise they belong in the junk section, you know. So that's awesome. A little swipe here of the games so you can see what's here. Never seen this one. Looks pretty cool. Fire Emblem, and what is this? Not sure. F-Zero of course is here. Pretty cool box art on that. 8 bucks complete. Alright, time to check out the wall of cartridges. Starting with the Super Famicom. And the prices in general looks pretty good actually. Let's see here, I'll give you a slide of all the games here first. So as you know, these are the cleaned and tested games, you know. 660 yen for Super Mario All-Stars there, and we got Mega Man games. Still good prices. Mega Man X3 there. Gun Hazard is a really good game. Chrono Trigger, Mega Man X2, and Kirby 3 is really good actually. Graphics on that is really good for being Super Famicom. Mystical Ninja, Super Mario RPG, and Mega Man X3 again. We got Contra, 20 bucks for that one. Here we go, the junk section. You can see some consoles already here. Super Famicom consoles, too yellowed to be sold, I guess. Really rough shape. But these Famicoms look better here. And a Super Famicom with controller. Street Fighter 2, $1, a mandatory game to have in your collection. And here we also have Secret of Mana, another classic you should own if you have the system, $1 for that as well. And Star Fox, one of the first 3D games using the Super FX. Another good game, Super Bomberman 3. I already found this for $1, but here it is for $3. Still a good price. Super Mario Kart, the very first Mario Kart game, for $1. A little dirty, but does that really matter when it's so cheap? An obvious pickup. And here we get some Super Famicom controllers. Some in really bad condition and some in better condition, I guess. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. Let's see if I can find one that it looks a little new. Maybe this one. This one looks pretty good. So, $3. Yeah, feels perfect. And the ones in worse condition looks like they were $1 each. Go back here a bit. There's always a lot of Super Famicom games in Book Off. So let's see if we can spot any good titles. Here we got a really good game that is usually really expensive in Europe and US. UN Squadron, or Area 88 as it's called here in Japan. An awesome shooter game, a little bit too slow for my taste, but nevertheless really good, and you can get some power-ups and that kind of stuff, and it really keeps it interesting to continue playing. $24 for that, well worth your money. And here we got Batman Returns again, $27, a very good brawler from Konami, with huge sprites and great gameplay. And here we got an interesting game, Donkey Kong Country 3, or Super Donkey Kong as it's called in Japan. It's actually the only Donkey Kong Country game that I have never played, so I should probably get on that. It's supposed to be really good, and it's definitely the most beautiful looking out of the three on Super Nintendo or Super Famicom. Perfect condition and $4, crazy. And here we got a classic SNK game, Fatal Fury Special. Really good on the Neo Geo, haven't really tried it on the Super Famicom. And what do we got here? Another Goemon game, it's the quiz one, I think. And let's take a swipe here. Mystic Arc. What else? Final Fantasy, Romancing Saga, Super Mario World, Star Fox. There's a lot to go through here, so I'm sure there are some really good games in here. Here we can see already stuff that is really good. Yoshi's Island, $3. We got Donkey Kong 2, $3. And even Rockman X2, $10. Should probably be a little bit cheaper considering the condition there. Dragon Ball and Rockman 7, $10 as well. And here we have actually a really cool game. Japanese exclusive, Super Genji 2, or as many of you know it, Super Bonk. Only the first one was released in Europe and US, but for whatever reason they decided to not release this outside Japan, which is a shame because it's a quality platforming game, so I highly recommend it. One of the later Dragon Ball games there, $8. And we got Go-Go Ackman 2, another really good platforming game that was only released in Japan. We got Chrono Trigger, and of course Secret of Mana is everywhere, $3. Japanese game. Let's see. Mario Kart, $5. Kinda meh. I've seen it complete for that actually before. More Dragon Ball, Super Mario RPG, soccer games. Yeah, a lot of the usual titles, NBA. Yeah, I guess that's it for this one, but there is more to come. More Super Famicom goodness. So let's continue here. Exhaust Heat, maybe not. Rockman X, the first one, for 1,000 as well. Seems like they charge a little bit higher for the more popular games here. Anyway, here we have Go-Go Ackman 3. $10 for that as well. Really good platforming gaming series, so check that out. And here we got more good stuff. $10 again. We are talking about Congo's Caper, a super good platforming game made by Data East that made the Joe and Mac series. And for whatever reason this was labeled as Joe and Mac 2 in Europe. So when you see Joe and Mac 3, that's actually just number 2, Lost in the Tropics. Anyhow, Congo's Caper is amazing and you should definitely check it out. Let's keep going here. As you can see, a lot of the games are repeating. And here we even have Rockman X2 again, but better condition. And for whatever reason, it's the exact same price. So that you can really tell that they are not caring at all how the game looks like here, or they will just put whatever price is in their list, I guess. And here's a game that I've talked about before, Front Mission Gun Hazard for $1. Super good game, but there's some text going on in that game, so if you don't know much of the Japanese language, it could be a little tough, so try to find a translation patch for that if you decide to play it. Anyways, let's keep going here. We got SimCity, and yeah, games are repeating again. I'm repeating myself because of that. Super Adventure Island, $3. That's a good short game to play. SimCity for $1. Not my cup of tea, but I know that there's some people out there who still like it. Anyway, let's check the third and final bin for Super Famicom here. Here we go, F-Zero, and we even got Joe and Mac here, $8. Another Rockman X, but here for $5. That's much better. That's actually worth it. A little yellowed on the back, but yeah, I might pick that up actually. And Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart again. Yeah, let's keep going here. Super Adventure Island again, Donkey Kong Country. What is this? Looks pretty cool. Some more Japanese games. World Heroes 2. Pretty alright fighting game, $5, and they had a lot of Mario Kart here. Batman Returns, really good. $5, but I would never buy it with half of the label scratched off like that. Then it loses kinda its point, in my opinion. SimCity again, $1. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Fatal Fury 1. Super Famicom, let's start with that. 4 Super Mario Kart, oops. Mario All-Stars wants to run away apparently. Let's see if we can make it stand again. Ah, that's a better option. Donkey Kong Country 2, $9 here. So as you can tell, different book-offs have different prices. And now I can see a game that I don't spot very often. Final Fight Guy. Man, that's pretty cool. It's the first Final Fight game that was re-released with Guy. And yes, that's his name as the main character, and as many of you know, this one is extremely rare to find in US. The US version then, of course. But here you can buy the Japanese one for 4,300 yen. Unfortunately, it seems like the CD and the manual is missing, as I could see on the yellow sticker, but nevertheless, a good find. So let's see if we can find any more great games here. Something that doesn't show up in every book of, you know. Here we got an interesting one. Liking the artwork. Not sure what it is though. Have to check out that later. Pretty fair actually, I would say. And here's all the SNES games. Or Super Famicom games, of course. Mario Golf for N64 even. 300 yen. And here we got Yoshi's Story, I guess. No idea what this is. There are so many games here in Japan that I have never even seen or heard about. Oh, this one I know, Go Go Ackman. That's a really, really good platform game actually. So let's see here. I have no idea what this is. There's Secret of Mana. Already got that game though. I prefer playing RPGs in English actually. Yeah, there's so much stuff here. And this could be some anime game, I think. Ranma, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, the prices are really good. Let's see here. Boxed Super Famicom games. Donkey Kong Country 1. Good price. And here we got the Super Mario RPG that was never released in Europe. I still have never played this game, so I gotta go get on that. Oh, and Mystical Ninja. That game is such an underrated classic, in my opinion. If you're a big SNES fan, you definitely have to check this one out. And the second installment of the game is here as well. Good prices. Might have to pick that up later, who knows. And here's a game everyone knows, and honestly this artwork is pretty awful in my opinion. The European and the American artwork is way better. Dragon Ball Z, that's something we don't see in Europe so much. Pretty fun fighting game. This is a kinda cool artwork. It's a puzzle game. Not really into puzzle games that much actually. Exhaust Heat. I don't know what that is. That looks pretty cool. And here we got a good one. Fatal Fury Special. Amazing fighting game. However, I do recommend playing this on Sega Saturn or Neo Geo, the original. Mother 2, Earthbound. Incredible. And what do we got here? Never seen this game before. Seems like to be like a puzzle game. There's so many puzzle games in Japan that I've never seen. Could this be Sailor Moon? No. Some Japanese anime game. Here we go. Let's dig into some Super Famicom first, shall we? Got a Rockman X2 here for $45. with a discount of 20%. That's not bad at all, actually. And if we continue here, I saw a really good title. We're talking about Accessory, one of the best shooters for Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, dare I say. Some cool things going on with the graphics there, with the Mode 7 in the background. And the gameplay is fast and responsive, and I totally recommend everyone to play this if you're into shooters and haven't played it. $64. So if I'm not mistaken, this is more uncommon actually than the European and US versions. We got Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenger, the ultimate Street Fighter, with more characters and more stages. $9 for that. Pretty good condition as well. Not a bad deal for sure. Let's see here if we can find some more cool Super Famicom games. We got the Tiny Toon, $14 complete. And since it's a Konami game, I'm sure it's pretty good as well. Let's see here, is there anything else that sticks out? Maybe not. Let's check some N64 here. Time to check out yet another hard off store. And here we got some Super Famicom games. This is an interesting one. Super Wagayan Land 2. If you're into cute platformers, colorful platformers, then check this one out. N64 games are so cheap here. Here's some Super Famicom games. This is actually a really cool one. It's the follow-up to the Magical Quest Mickey Mouse. This is called The Great Mystery Circus. And this one actually has co-op. So you can enjoy the adventure with some friend by your side. Alright, let's see if there's something more interesting here. I guess not. Alright, some more Super Famicom games up here. We got a complete Whirlo. Real good platform game, going for $10. And here we got a good one. Super Adventure Island. If you haven't played this, you surely need to play it right now. Well, not right now, actually after this video. Yeah, it's a great platforming game, and it's actually really short, so if you just want to beat a game fast in the evening, go for that one. Alright, let's move on here. So here it is. Let's start with some Super Famicom games, shall we? That's usually what I'm looking for the first. Fire Emblem. Super good game. Very cool artwork on that actually. Let's see, that looks pretty cool too. Another RPG, JRPG. Kinda hard to play them if you don't know the language though. Goemon 2. I keep finding that quite often actually. It's a really good platform game. Cheap, Dragon Ball the first game. Not the best Dragon Ball game though. Here we got a Mario World for $1. A little rough around the edges, but still, why not? $1 for one of the best Mario games ever. Here we got the Dragon Quest, SimCity. Yeah, it's the usual titles there. Yeah, but let's get into the Super Famicom here on the other side as well. We got Lagoon here, $14 complete. Totally a good price. One of the first RPG games I ever played, and I really liked that one, even though the sword was a little short. It was hard to hit the enemies, but the music was really good. Castlevania 4, something that everybody should have in their collection if they are collecting for the Super Famicom. Decent price as well. And let's keep looking here. We got the Soul Blader here on the side. So that's actually called Soul Blazer in the West. I used to play this game as well when I was younger, but for some reason I actually went back to Lagoon. Maybe because it was a little bit more simple, I don't know. And here we got a good game that was never released in the US or Europe. It's Mickey and Donald. It's a super good platforming game, co-op. Here we got a game from Atlas. Really cool artwork on that one, even the back is really cool. I guess That's some kind of JRPG that we never got. And they got Super Metroids here, of course. A little rough around the edges, but otherwise good condition. $56, and here we got another one that is $83. So as you can see, the prices can really be different depending on the condition. And yeah, the Japanese people, they're really picky about that. We got a Mega Man X, or Rockman X as it's called in Japan. And of course Rockman X2, 4,900 yen, $49. Has to be a pretty good price actually. And we got Final Fight Guy. So it's the remake of the first Final Fight with a guy in it. It's not that common to find actually. We got another gem for the Super Famicom, Super Ghosts and Ghosts. Super good game, still love playing that today. And another super good game, Super Aleste, one of the best shoot 'em ups on Super Famicom or Super Nintendo. It's called Space Megaforce in US, so that's actually the same game. But let's take a look at the Super Famicom wall here. An overview here, so you can see how much they actually got. Looks pretty awesome actually. So many games that I don't even know where to look here. But it seems like it's more of the regular titles, and then down here we come down to the more popular games. Not necessarily expensive games, but the popular games. And of course Dragon Quest, really popular in Japan, and we never got those games. But now you can play them on Switch at least. And an overview here, as you can see, all the cartridges under. Let's pick a random one here. Combat Tribes, actually a pretty cool beat 'em up game. And if we look to our left here, we got some more expensive games, or games that the store wants to highlight a little bit more. And here's the famous SF cart that you could take to the convenience store like 7-Eleven and load digital games on. Pretty cool for the time. And here's the Kirby puzzle game, going for $59. And here we got Demon's Blason, or Demon's Crest, going for $63. We got Turtles in Time, $43, and Sonic Wings, $45. Sonic Wings is another great shooter for the Super Famicom. And we also got the Contra cartridge for $37. Down under here we got the Endless Duel Gundam Wing, great fighting game. Super Back to the Future 2, and Mickey and Donald, or Magical Quest 3, maybe it could be called. Prince of Persia and ActRaiser 2. We also got Mr. Nuts. It's funny to see Prince of Persia and Mr. Nuts, for example. Those are not really expensive or rare in Europe. Darius Force there, great shooter. The sequel to Darius Twin, which is also great. Those shooters are a little slow, but still good for being on the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo. We got some SNES accessories here, and Super Famicom Junior even. It's pretty cool. Super Scope boxed, and Lethal Enforces behind there. The Konami Light Gun plus game. And of course Pocky and Rocky 2, very expensive, 17,000 yen. Some more Super Famicom games. Some of the gems. We got the Doremi Fantasy there. I did find the cartridge of that for a good price, so I'm happy about that. And we got Psycho Dream. I got that one complete. I paid like half of that price, so that feels pretty good. It's a really good platforming game. Only released in Japan, of course. And here we got so many good titles that I don't even have time to name all of them. King of Dragons being one of them. Super awesome Capcom Super Famicom game. Captain Commando, Turtles in Time, we got Contra, Rockman and 40. And if we take a look under here, we can find all the loose consoles, a lot of PS1 and Super Famicoms. This one is really good condition actually. 2 controllers, all cables, and you see the price tag there. We're talking 19 bucks. That's pretty awesome. And there's also even cheaper ones. Here's one that is a little yellowed. 7 bucks. Man, that's crazy. And here we got a Super Game Boy, so you can play your Game Boy games on the Super Famicom or SNES. 12 bucks. Some Super Famicom games here. Always fun to scroll through. Let's see if we can find some good titles here. I see a lot of the same ones, but they had quite a nice selection here, so should be able to find some good ones. Yoshi's Island, an absolute classic, and you can get it complete in good condition for $8. Something that everyone should have in their collection. And here we have Star Ocean, a JRPG that was never released outside Japan. Pretty good, but let's get into some Super Famicom carts. Donkey Kong Country Free, 5 bucks, such a great game. And what was this? I'm not sure actually. Bomberman 4, 15 bucks. Another Japanese exclusive. Let's keep going here. Nah, nothing interesting there. We got a Space Invaders laying around here for 2 bucks. And not sure what that is. Got some Street Fighter here for $1. And also the first Fatal Fury, same price. Yeah, let's check the other side here. Zelda Link to the Past, $9. More worth it to buy it complete if you double the money, in my opinion. And the last bin, we got Sailor Moon R there for 9 bucks. An average beat 'em up game, and Bomberman, 5 bucks. Yeah, that's about it. Coming to some Super Famicom here on the side as well. We got Super Bomberman, complete in box, good condition, 14 bucks. And here we got ActRaiser. That's pretty awesome. It's not every day I see this game actually. This game was kinda groundbreaking in the sense of having RPG and platform elements to the game. 22 bucks for this complete. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. But I already own this, of course. Let's see what the other games are here. Some Japanese stuff that I don't recognize actually. Here it looks like some kind of anime game that would definitely not get released outside Japan. Yes. Dragon Quest, Mario All-Stars. We got some awesome Super Famicom games on display. Super Double Dragon, 15 bucks. Final Fight Guy, 20 bucks. Those are actually really good prices. It's not that often you come across these games. And then we got Rockman X3, good game, 15 bucks. Let's head into the Super Famicom, boxed Super Famicom games. We got a Japanese game here, pretty cool cover art. What else do we got? Sailor Moon stuff, good condition, all of the boxes here, seems like. Super Mario World, 1,500. Let's see here. And here we got a really good game actually. It's a Konami game, shooter, Paradius. And I think it's the last one. It's a really good one actually. Highly recommend it. Do we have anything fun here? Not sure what that is. Nice cover art. Some Japanese game. Role-playing game probably. Rockman X, $27. Let's check the cards here. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. Yeah, it's the usual titles here. Nothing sticks out really. Muscle Bomber, known as Saturday Night Slam Masters in Europe and the US. And the Chrono Trigger again, Dragon Quest. Here we have a really good game actually. Front Mission Gun Hazard, only released for the Super Famicom. Super cool mech fighting platforming game. Highly recommended, but make sure to download a translation patch when you're playing this, because there's quite a story to it and some stuff to read. Any other cool games in here that we don't see so often? We got Donkey Kong Country 2 there. We see that quite often actually. Usually going for $5 complete in good condition, or from 5 up to 15 depending on which store has it, of course. Final Fight 2, I see that one quite often too actually. Super Adventure Island, nice game actually. And here is Bomberman Panic Bomber W, $9. A puzzle version of Bomberman. But let's try to find something really good here. I have to really focus. Let my eyes do the work. Here we have a good title. Gradius Free, 2,200 with a discount of 200 yen. Yeah, it's not so bad actually. Pretty good price. The box is in pretty good condition as well. Really good shooter game actually. Console. We got some consoles in here. 2,700 for a Super Famicom. Looks pretty good actually. Yeah, definitely okay condition. Super Famicom games. So I've already been looking through here, and of course this was one of the highlights. Still not the best price, but this game is pretty intense. It's really cool. I'm sure we didn't get it in Europe, but it was probably released in the US. And then there was also Bomberman, 500 yen, but the box is super broken, so it doesn't really feel worth it. And let's see, there was also a good looking Street Fighter, $2. Why not? $2. Alright, let's see here. And then the Super Famicom games. Mario Kart, 200 yen. And there was also something more here. Samurai Spirits, 300. $1. And if we look in this one, yeah, it's the same old stuff that is usually here actually. That looks like a cool game. $1. Super Mario Kart again. And here we go again. Donkey Kong Country, or Super Donkey Kong as it's called in Japan. Perfect condition, 500 yen. $5, guys. And the condition is absolutely extraordinary. And the same goes for Super Donkey Kong 2, 500. Pretty amazing. Such a good deal. And do we have anything more fun here? Star Fox, what does it cost? 1,000 here. And I don't think that there was much more than the usual stuff here. Yeah. I'm on the hunt for some Super Famicom games as always. Donkey Kong Country, not a bad deal, but I already own it, of course. Let's see here, Super Mario Kart, fantastic classic, 2,700 yen, much cheaper than the American and the European version, so why not? And here we go, Super Mario World, of course, 1,800 yen, definitely worth it. And that box art is so much better looking than the Europe and US version. Alright, let's see here, what do they got more? There seems to be a lot of classic titles here actually. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, we got Zelda there, of course, as usual. Nothing special. Soccer games all over the place. Japanese people don't seem to like the old soccer games. And here's a cool tennis game. That cover art is actually pretty rad. Had to check this one out later. Japanese baseball game, not the funniest, I guess. Let's see here. Let's pull a good one. Here we go. Final Fight 2. What a great game. 2-player co-op, 1,400 yen. That's absolutely nothing. And of course they got Final Fight 1 here as well. A little more expensive, 2.7. In Europe it's actually the opposite. Number 2 is way more pricey. Another classic, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. The best version of Street Fighter in my opinion. This is the one to get. It includes all of the classic characters and all the classic stages. And here's a cool Japanese game that I don't know anything about. Had a pretty nice cover though. Alright, that's it for the boxed games. Let's take a look at the cartridges here. Space Invaders, here's a good one. Fatal Fury Special, however I would recommend you to play it on the original Neo Geo hardware. Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario RPG, Yoshi's Island, Dragon Ball. Those Dragon Ball games are actually a pretty cool fighting game. Not enough people talk about them, I would say. Another Yoshi's Island, let's see here if there's anything cool. Hop and Twinbee, good shooting game. Oh, and here's a good one, Kirby Superstar. Came out very late, like 95, 96, and then Sanyo Fever. And here we have Bomberman 4 and Bomberman 3. Number 3 was never released in US, and number 4 was a Japan exclusive. And they're definitely worth playing if you're into Bomberman games. Alright, let's see here if we can find something more interesting. Let's just go through them quickly here. We got some N64 games down there too. Some NES games here. Donkey Kong Country 3 and its beautiful graphics. Oh, and here's a SNES bundle with the Bomberman a 4-player adapter. I totally recommend everyone to play that, it's so much fun. Boxed Super Famicom 5.5. Hopefully there could be something interesting and worth playing in here. Let's dig through here. Wait a minute. It's the first Dragon Ball game, an average fighter, which I have fond memories of, so it looks pretty good. Yeah, 100 yen, that's a given. What is this? Another useless, crappy game, I guess. Parlor. That and Derby Stallion, I'm just so tired of seeing them. They're everywhere and nobody wants them. Yeah. There's nothing more here. Oh right, Chrono Trigger is always nice to see, even though it's actually kinda common here in Japan, so the price is very low as you can see. 900 yen with the 20% off, not bad for being the best RPG on the SNES. Let's see here. Was there anything more? Well, Donkey Kong 2 in excellent condition. It's the best Donkey Kong Country game in my opinion, at least. We got Mario Paint boxed for $7. That's pretty crazy. This is the first time I've even seen this boxed, at least. Yeah, not sure if this is so much fun nowadays. And here's just the mouse, which is used with Mario Paint. And some other uninteresting games, I guess. Super Scope. I made a review of this to see if it still holds up today. So if you're interested in that, you can click on my channel and check it out. Man, $4 boxed. That's pretty crazy. Since this is going for like $100 in Europe at least. Alright guys, I am now at Hard Off. So you'll be able to sing along to their little song soon enough. Oh man, it has to be horrible to work here. Get that song stuck in your head and never being able to sleep properly. And here we got the games, Super Famicom stuff. So let's see here, Metal Max. Don't really understand why that's so popular, but here's a cool one, Super Pang. It's a very simple game, but a lot of people like it, and it's quite pricey usually, at least in Europe and US, I believe. So yeah, here it is for 2,500 yen. Seems pretty reasonable. Rockman X2, 2,500. That has to be a pretty good price too, I think. Let's scroll through here so you guys can see what kind of games they got here. A lot of Donkey Kong, a lot of Mario Kart, like always. And the Dragon Quest games, Secret of Mana, and of course Street Fighter 2. Yeah, Donkey Kong 3 there, Final Fantasy games. Here is a cool one, Dragon Ball Z 2. That's pretty cool. I remember liking one of those games, I can't really remember which one. But it's a cool fighting game where you can fight in the air and that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see if there are some more cool games here. We got Sailor Moon R, which is actually a surprisingly nice beat-em-up game. So you walk around in the streets and fight evil people, just like in Final Fight and Streets of Rage. So it's working pretty good. Let's look for something more here. What do we got? Pop and Twinbee. Super cool shoot 'em up game, or cute 'em up as they call it when they are very colorful, the shooters. So yeah, I played this for quite some time, a few years ago, and it's actually kind of fun. It got me into the shooting genre overall, so I would definitely recommend that one. We got the Kirby with the wooden artwork. Really neat. I really like that one actually. Yeah, here we got a classic one, Aladdin, a short but a really sweet game, and it's also really good for the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. We got some cartridges here. Mystical Ninja is always a good one. I cannot recommend that enough. Play that if you're into Japanese kind of games. It was also released in US and Europe. Yeah, let's see here. Looks like there will be some good stuff here. We got Mario Kart, boxed, 500. That's definitely the cheapest Mario Kart I've seen here, $5. I mean, come on, that's nothing. Not sure what this is. Doesn't look too exciting, honestly. Dragon Quest as usual. And here we got Battle Clash for the Super Scope. Another Japanese game. And Dragon Ball 2 complete, 400 yen. $1 for this. Oh, that's so cool. I'm definitely buying that. No doubt. And let's see here, what is this? Also 100 yen. Never seen this game before. If anyone knows if this is a fundraiser, then comment down below. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's see the cartridges here. I don't think there was anything. I've already been looking through here, of course. Donkey Kong Country 3, 300 yen. But here we got something cool. One more case for Super Famicom. It's the Mario World one, which looks even cooler in my opinion than the one that I found in Book Off for Yoshi's Island. And it's just 500 yen. Whoa, that's so cheap. I'd really like to buy this one, but once, since Super Famicom was way more popular back in the days, and Mega Drive never really hit Japan, you know. Anyway, moving on with some Super Famicom cartridges here. We got Turtles Mutant Warriors, which was the fighting game that was released. $10 for that. Let's see if we got some other interesting titles. Arkanoid, classic shooter, $10 for that as well. And on the side here we got some Famicom cartridges. And further in we got Switch, and we also got complete Super Famicom games here. So let's see if we can find something good here. I can spot Rockman X3 here. It's pretty nice. Only own X1 so far, so I'm definitely looking to pick up X2 and X3. And this one is 4,000 complete. That's a pretty good price actually. And the condition looks really good too. Might have to pick that up later. Let's put the Seiken Densetsu 2 there for show. Let's see what else is here. Here we got X1. $15 complete. Man, that's pretty awesome actually. The box is a little squeezed there on the side. But I mean, for that kind of cheap price, it's definitely worth it. And here's the rest. So let's take a look in here. Street Racer for $1, great kart racing game, and Dragon Ball Z $1. And here we got an interesting title, Papava-kun $1, definitely a cool game. Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania for $1, and everyone's favorite arcade sports game, NBA Jam. And Suzuka 8 Hours, never even seen that game. So yeah, that's about it for this bin, I guess. But this game from Enix, released in '94, is a very underrated platformer that was only released in Japan. It was a manga series that became really popular in Japan, so they decided to make a game about it. And even if you don't know anything about the manga, the game is still fun to play. And here's Lethal Enforcers, Konami's own take on the light gun thing, where they made their own gun to be used with this game. It's kind of funny how they made the graphics to look really realistic when it was only a 16-bit game, you know. But nevertheless, it's a good game and it's a fun piece of history. Games, here they are. And as you can see, they have a whole wall stacked up of that too. So let's find a really good game here. And I can see one already. We're talking about Congo's Caper. This is an awesome platformer made by Data East in '95. And it's actually a sequel to the Joe and Mac games that you might be familiar with. I've been talking about this game before, but I just gotta do it again because it's that good. Personally, I love the prehistoric theme that's going on in this game, and I also gotta say that the controls is very tight and responsive, which the Joe and Mac games didn't really have. So yeah, definitely play this one if you haven't played any of those. Alright, so let's see what else is here, or maybe I should say what's not here, because it feels like there's pretty much everything here. Of course there's not, but I want to find a game that I haven't really talked about on my channel, and here I think, yes, we are talking about Terranigma, a game that was only released in Japan and Europe. So all you Americans out there missed out on this one, which is a shame because it's a quality RPG game. It's a part of the Soul Blazer and the Illusion of Gaia trilogy. So I would definitely recommend this one. I think it holds up well today. There's so much to do in this game, and it's a pretty long game, so I would definitely recommend playing this one today. And the music is just fantastic. So yeah, you can just get the UK PAL version, and then you will be able to enjoy the game. Oh, and then we had Donkey Kong Country 2 there, Diddy Conquest, a game that I always pick up just to see what it goes for. Aladdin, Super Famicom is laying here. I don't know why, but the condition is pretty good, and the game is awesome too, so If you don't have that in your collection, why not buy it? We also got Super Mario All-Stars here. Good condition as well. And we got some more SNES games here in the junk bin. Let's see if there can be anything here. Dragon Quest, never played those games actually. Final Fantasy, always good. It's cool. And then Super Scope, of course, that would be here. Dragon Ball 1 and Dragon Ball 2. That's the first one, I think. Yeah, and then it's the usual titles. Dragon Quest. And Super China World. Super Chinese World, I think it's called. Actually pretty cool game. It's a mix of an RPG and a fighter, and there's 2 player. Street Fighter 2 going for $8 complete. The superior version with more characters and stages. Even though my favorite is actually Turbo, it just got the right feeling somehow. Some Dreamcast game laying here, I don't know why. We got a complete Star Fox here. Really good condition, $8. We got Bomberman 2 here. Really fun game actually. Going for $14. I already own that game, otherwise I would probably pick it up. Tetris. And Yoshi's Cookie. It's a cool artwork actually. Not too into the gameplay, but I guess I'm not too into puzzle games overall. We got some random baseball game there. And here we got Dragon Quest, Final Fight 2, more Super Famicom, Tetris 3, Super Tetris 3, that's pretty cool. You can actually play 4 players on that one. Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana again. And we got a Super Mario Kart, as always. Another Bomberman, Mario Kart. So yeah, it's mostly those kind of games that you find in Book Off actually. They're pretty much in every Book Off. So if you're coming to Japan and you don't have that much time, just look in the closest Book Off and I'm sure you will find those kind of games for a great deal when I see them. Going further here, we got some Super Famicom games. I know a lot of people out there have been waiting for this. Where's the Super Famicom games? It's coming now. And yeah, these are the games that are in the junk bin. We got Dragon Ball Z2, Street Fighter, and a few titles that I don't recognize. Derby Stallion I definitely recognize. I'm pretty certain I found that in every junk bin that I ever went through. That's how it is, no one wants them. Let's see, we got Super Street Fighter 2, which is pretty interesting because it was the final version of Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, with more characters and stages, but I always prefer Turbo. The roster and the stages and the music definitely was the best there in my opinion. And some boxed Super Famicom games here. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z, the first one, and you can get it complete for $3 here, which is definitely a good deal. Definitely a classic fighter, not the best in any way, but I'm sure you can get some enjoyment out of it. And checking the games further in there, doesn't seem to be something I want to talk about at least. Let's continue with some more Super Famicom games here. If you guys see something interesting that's just slipping by here, then please let me know. Always down to try some new Super Famicom games that could be fun. And we got Yoshi's Island there for $3. Definitely worth it. As I said, it's even better than Yoshi's Story if you haven't played it. And let's check the games on the side here. We got baseball game and Exhaust Heat. Exhaust Heat is really cheap in Europe too, in the SNES PAL version. So if it's cheap here in Japan too, then it's gotta be really bad. And here we got Donkey Kong Country, of course, $1. And I gotta say, this game holds up so well today. It's especially actually the controls is just spot on. It's fantastic. I was really surprised about that because a lot of SNES games can feel a little sluggish in the controls, but not DKC. You always find the greatest games in here. Turtles in Time, $36. We got the Castlevania 4, $18. And over here we got Castlevania Dracula X. Some boxed stuff. Rockman X, Rockman 7. Radius there as well. And Super Ghosts and Ghosts. Love that box art, even though that particular one didn't look so good. The colors were faded. And I just noticed I missed an interesting one here on the side. The Super Famicom game here has a pretty cool artwork. Ushio Tutora, a cool platform game actually, based from an anime or manga, so check that one out, it's not so common. But let's go and check out all the other games that they have back here. So here it is. One game that I noticed immediately here is Mario and Wario, and that was because it wasn't released outside Japan. It came very late to Super Famicom, and you're supposed to help Mario get to the goal without Wario destroying his way. And you actually have to use the mouse, the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom mouse with that. Yoshi's Island complete in good condition for $9. And here we got the Bomberman puzzle game, I believe, and Wirlo, as it's called in Europe. Pretty fun platforming game. If you haven't played this, check it out. It was not released in the US for some reason. I have no idea why. But here's some gameplay of it. But let's go back to some boxed games here. Super Famicom, Muscle Bomber, or Saturday Night Slam Master, I think it's called, in Europe and US. A Capcom game, wrestling game actually, as you can see here on the back. And if you have the multi-tap, you can actually compete with 3 of your friends in a 4-player mode. So that's pretty cool. And here's a boxed Super Famicom for only $32. That's also quite a deal. But I won't be picking this up. So that means that you can come here and pick it up. And here we got Book of Junk section actually. Get the first Donkey Kong Country game, or Super Donkey Kong as it's called here, only for $1. And Street Fighter 2, $1. And pretty much every game here is gonna be $1 actually. It's time to go home now and relax the rest of the evening. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next hunt.